How to hold your sticks. I'm going to talk about match grip only. Match grip means that your right and your left are holding the stick in the same way. So, first step is hand open, stick goes in the hand but off to the side, so it's not straight down the middle like this, just off to the side. So it's in the it's probably a 50-degree angle in your hand, and then the soft part of your thumb just grips that ever so gently. Gentle is the key word here. The same with your left. So that's how you hold your sticks, in your right and your left. So soft part of the thumb and the side of your index finger, so in finger 1 and finger 2, holds the stick very gently. Same with your right. But in the back of your hand, you just allow the stick to move freely. So this is relatively gripped. That's how you hold your stick, which creates what we call in drumming the fulcrum. So there's the stick just moving ever so effortlessly and freely in the hand. That's how you hold your stick. And you can use your fingers to move the stick. That's going to activate it quite. And when you're playing your rudiments, if your wrist or elbow is hurting, then you're holding your sticks a little too tight. Because if you notice, the stick wants to do most of the work. Once you find the balance point, this is too top heavy, because it just goes dead. This is too butt heavy, because it just falls out of your hand. So not the middle. That's too balanced on both the tip and the butt of the stick. But somewhere around here, I would say, because without activating the stick in any way, I'm just kneeling it against my second finger. See how it just, you get so many bounces. And that's what you want to harness. That's what you want to harness as a drummer. You don't want to, obviously, lock it into your hand like this. Because if it's locked, or if you're doing this, you might think, oh, well, I'm just going to use my finger, because if I use my finger, I can move the stick more easily. But you're going to make a horrible sound. Part of being a drummer is like being a ballerina. You've got to move around the kit effortlessly and without the subtlety of a drunken elephant. You've got to move like a boxer. If you ever notice how a boxer moves around the ring, their footwork, and the same with the tennis player, you would notice that there's a lot of subtle movement. That we want to get that sort of image, that knowledge, and get it into the stick. So just and you get a lot of power with the swing. But if you notice in my hand, the stick is doing all the movement. I'm not doing this, I'm doing this. I'm flicking the stick up just with a bit of a wrist movement, but very minimal. But the stick is doing all the movement. So to recap, in the hand, off to about a 50-degree angle in the hand, if that's just out like that. Just like this. Close the hand. The grip is on the soft part of the thumb and finger 2. just around the first and second joint. I mean, there's a lot of variations to this, but you got to start somewhere. So let's just do this first, and then the fingers can activate the stick, and you got to find the balance point as well, which is usually about about a third, maybe a bit less, a third of the way up from the butt of the stick. That's called a putt. That's called a tip. And the same with the left hand, and so and that's how you hold your sticks.